YBAngry fans, I do not know why I didn't think of this before, but when my wife gets home today, I will be telling her to cut her hair clean off. That's going to help us reduce our bills. No more shampoo, hair softener, going to the beautician. Why didn't I think of this before? This is the YBAngry channel, where we show couples how to stay together one issue at a time. No fuss, no drama. It's just a game. In this week's episode, should she be afraid to ask for what she needs? My name is Rod Jeter. Here we go.
Should she be afraid to ask for things she needs?
Should she be afraid to ask for things she needs? Thank you. We have to decide who's going to be player A and who's going to be player B for the entire game.
I'm A, he's B.
Both players will use the This One detail cards to write down all the details to support their position on this issue. Only fill in sections 1, 2, and 3. Use as many cards as needed.
Frustrated. And I don't understand some of the things you do. I can't comprehend. I tell you the truth, I'm trying hard as I can. I'm so confused while we keep arguing.
I don't feel like I deserve it because I don't bring in consistent income.
Irrelevance?
10.
And what you're saying to me is that because you don't earn income, you don't deserve it. Thank you. Is that right?
Yes.
Is this detail that she wrote true or not true? You have to circle one.
Not true.
So as you can imagine, it's hard for a couple to come to an agreement on the issue when they don't even agree on the details. Okay? How relevant is this to you? What she said.
For one, your income has little bearing on providing needed items.
My income has little bearing on providing needed items. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
So if I need pants because mine are all holy, do you consider that a necessity?
Yes. But we can't get it if we don't have the money to get it. Which is what my point, what I was saying was, partially, and I don't hold you responsible for that because you don't have income. That's more what I was saying. By saying that, you not making money doesn't really affect how I feel about whether you deserve or need, the clothes, or not getting the clothes or whatever is needed.
Can I be honest?
Yeah, you have to be honest for this to work.
Well, one time, it's a little personal, and I ran out of pads. We had the money, but he told me I had to wait because he didn't feel like going to the store. And I felt like I was just being a bother.
I may not have known he was out.
I told you.
I also may have been busy at the time, which is pretty common. And so I didn't hear everything you said.
Okay.
I probably heard you needed something, and at the time I'm busy, so I'm like, not right now, I have to do it later. If I didn't know ahead of time, I could have done something about it, or do something about it. Or maybe if I wasn't focused on something else, I would know more of what you had said.
Okay. So I'm almost out of shampoo. Can I get some?
Yeah.
Well, one time.
As soon as this guy pays me from earlier.
A couple years ago, we were low on money, and I could get shampoo for just $1, but you told me that wasn't a necessity. You weren't distracted. We were having a conversation. Your phone was away from your hands for once.
And that's like years ago. Things change.
Yeah, that's where.
Finances change. Personalities change.
That's where it comes from,
Opinions
though.
change. Okay.
So I kind of just gotten, I was afraid you were going to do that again if I asked for something.
I might not always understand what it is you're wanting or why. And I'll ask questions. To me, I don't see it being something needed. But
Well, shampoo is
as a
good.
guy, I know a little about the female stuff that's needed.
With the shampoo, I understand because men get body wash, shampoo, hand wash, all that in one bottle.
You can put in one item. Why not? But men can do it, why can't women?
Because we like our hair to look nice. We can't just shave it off whenever.
I don't have nothing really else to say about it. It's, I mean, if we've got the money, then I don't see why we can't get it. You shouldn't be afraid to ask for things needed. This might be a better time to do it.
Okay.
Or I might have to explain why it's needed.
That's another thing that.
And maybe do it ahead of time.
Well, I learned from that. Explaining everything I need it for. I know with the cleaning supplies. He said we used one cleaner when I was a kid for everything in the house. Why do you need glass cleaner or something like that? How do I explain that?
Well, we had like last time, we had Windex, Roll 9, some SOS pads. That was
Windows?
no, to clean everything. I mean, we had like just a few items. I mean, I see you with crates of different things. I feel better because I feel there was some lost communication that we can work on.
I feel better because we are communicating.
Do you feel like you guys made some progress with this one card? That's a yes or no. You both have to agree.
I think so.
Yes.
Okay, so circle yes. And the next part is, was there enough progress to win the game? Or do we need to continue on with the cards? The issue was, should she be afraid to ask for things she needs?
It's really up to you because that's your question. I mean, it's about, I guess, you.
Uh-huh. Well, it started us communicating like I had hoped, so. Unless there's a reason in there you need to.
It's okay if you guys want to keep playing.
We kind of touched on my other 2 points.
Okay.
While discussing, which was like not having money.
What about you? Did you have other points to talk about?
Not really. There's one. Like, I'm afraid of looking selfish. I don't know, would you be willing to talk about it another time?
Oh no, this is the game. This is when you talk about it.
Okay, this is the longest we've talked about issues for I don't know how long.
Okay.
Do I skip to it or do we?
No, just write no, because you didn't win the game yet. And then go ahead and tell each other. Go ahead and read your cards to each other, and when we get to that one, we can play the whole thing out. So you just tell her what you wrote.
My number 10 was, we may not have the money at the moment.
Okay.
It's got nothing to do with how I feel. Or how I think about whatever it is you're wanting or needing, or anything with you even. It's something outside of our control. And it might just have to wait a few days.
Okay.
Okay. So the next card was what?
Is yours too?
Worst thing I can do is say no.
Right. All right.
Not like I'm gonna beat you up about it. I guess I ranked mine higher.
What number was this?
That was 9 and this is 8.
Okay.
Detail is you tend to ask things when I'm busy, so I don't hear what you're saying. I hear part of it, or I don't understand it, and I know a lot of times later on you said something and I've only heard part of it.
It seems like you're always busy. A lot of the times when I ask if you're watching like YouTube videos,
Gotta learn somewhere.
I'm not allowed to have a conversation with you if you're eating, watching TV, watching YouTube, playing games on the computer. But if you're not doing that when you're home, you're sleeping.
You can do it when I'm playing games. I don't play games.
You sit and do those puzzles.
But I'm using YouTube at the same time.
Well, you see the
And
point?
working on the website or something on the other screen.
We haven't had internet.
I have.
Is this card one you want to work out? Or you?
Yeah, I might need to.
Huh?
Might need to.
Okay. So tell her again what it is and what number you gave it.
Asking when I'm busy, so I don't hear you. We gave it an 8.
So you're saying I need to try to catch you when you're not busy so you'll hear and remember? Is that right?
Mostly, but
Is this detail true or not?
It is.
How relevant is it to you that I forget what he wrote now?
Asking when he's busy.
How relevant is that to you that he's busy?
say about a 9 because he's almost always busy. We should be able to take the time to really talk to each other.
So what you're saying to me is we should make time to talk about needed things or to talk. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. If I find some way to talk, bring things up, either when we're either both not busy or when like writing it down. So that if you're not around when I have some time I'm not busy, I can still look at it and see, if it's something that can be put on a list. So it doesn't get missed or only half of it heard. It's all there for me to see it.
Okay.
Is it up on the thing up there with the magnet? And took that couple bills. So that I know it's important.
Okay. We can do that.
It's a big blow up doll with garden hose hook up and it shoots it out, water out the horn.
Did you just say big blow up doll? I see what you're thinking of.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking, girl. I'm thinking of a unicorn, blow up doll.
Okay. So tell them what you wrote.
I don't know what else to call it.
I feel better because we were able to communicate and come up with a possible solution.
I feel better because I think we found a way to talk when schedules don't align.
Okay. So now step 14.
Was there progress in this detail? I'd say yes.
Yeah.
And
Did we win the game?
I think so.
I thought we were still working towards one of your things.
when you feel better, when you have an agreement, you won the game. You can still go ahead and read her farts after that.
I think we pretty much worked it out.
Okay. So yes.
Great. So let's. What was your other card? The one that you wanted to.
I don't want him to get upset or be called selfish.
Okay.
I don't think you're selfish by asking for things that are needed. I've never thought that. It's always been either I didn't hear you or misheard you, or it had something to do with money, whether we didn't have it or I wasn't given any kind of heads up to prepare or to make adjustments so we could get it in time. It's nothing to do with anything about you being selfish. When you need stuff, I mean, I guess in a way it's selfish, but it's not. You can't help a need.
There's one thing you said earlier about not knowing what females need. That's, like, I don't know how to explain some things
I don't
and
need
why they're needed.
You just tell me it's a female thing, and we do like normal. I hand you the money and I walk out and have my cigarette while you check out. I don't need to know it. I probably don't want to know it.
Okay.
What was your other card?
We don't have much extra money. I don't want to waste what we have on myself.
And you kind of hit that one with selfish and money.
Yeah.
So,
Are you glad you played?
Yes.
Yes. How'd you like the game?
It helped a lot. We don't really... I think the guided part was helpful. Because we're not just like saying whatever comes to our mind, we're stopping and thinking.
and you're kind of taking the emotion out of it by guiding and trying to and staying on point with more short answers in there.
Oh, it's alright.
Okay.
Since you want to be an internet star anyways, with your own website.
So it's got nothing in your hands, okay? Okay. You took that out your ear? Again? How many of those you have in there?
One.
You kept,
You
okay.
still got one?
Yeah, because I only had one and I just got out of my ear because it was like this.
The magician never shows their tricks.
Right. Okay.
What?
All right. So,
Listen,
how long has this been an issue for you, Emily?
About 8 years.
Okay. Okay. And the reason why you think the game helped is because of what?
Well, I
might-
learned today that he had no clue. And we were able to actually talk about it.
Okay.
Going again.
If we hadn't been able to talk about it, I'd still stop myself from asking.
she
Got
moved
her.
her hair.
Gotcha. Well, y'all, when she came home, I told her to cut her hair, but it didn't quite go like I planned. Anyway, if I'm able to get my sight back, my full sight back, next week I'm going to bring to you a real good one. This one is going to be, should she tell him where she's going? It's real juicy. Until then, why be angry? Just play. Just play, y'all.